Hello, this is CGOMC23. That would be me, Andrew, coming at you live to review some videos. Actually, not videos. I'm coming at you live to review this week's action in the NFL. Now, there's so many overtimes this week. A lot of NFL fans found it surprising. The Vikings beat the 79ers. Whoa! I didn't see that coming. And the Packers got screwed by the replacement refs in Seattle. Russell Wilson, good game for him. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks. He was for the Seattle Seahawks, and he, in college, was for the Badgers last year and took us far into the Rose Bowl, which we lost. Curse you. Anyway, since the Packers basically got screwed off the DB Jennings pickoff, and then Ben Tate came up and stuck a hand in there, and they called it a touchdown. Really? I mean, they pay you to officiate. Now, I know this is replacement refs, but you gotta think a little higher of them, and you would think they'd make better calls. Instead, one hand, apparently, yeah, this is a 7-inch hand, one hand can apparently impact a touchdown now, even after DB Jennings had that against his body, like this, and then here's Brandon Tate like this with a hand in there. That was the referee's call. This guy, smart guy right there. You got it all right there. Smart call. That's right. Touchback. Packers win. Right? Yeah. Anyway, let's touch on the Vikings game. I never really got to see the box score, but I found it amazed that most Vikings fans like to brag that they beat the 49ers and the Packers didn't. Well, you see, they lost to the Colts. So, and the Packers, and really the Colts went 2-16. They got Andrew Luck. Well, Andrew Luck isn't too great. Robert Griffin III is probably better. I mean, no offense to Andrew Luck. He's good. He'll be good his whole career, I can tell. But he's never going to be as good as RG3 is. I expect RG3 to be a little similar to Michael Vick. Just a better version, because he's got a better arm. So, yeah. And then, Andrew Luck doesn't really, I don't know, does he have a huge arm? I don't know, but they're calling him the Peyton Manning of the future. Throwing motion. They're calling him the Peyton Manning, the next Peyton Manning for the Colts. Yeah. And no offense to Bronco fans. I just want to say this. Do you think picking up Peyton Manning was a smart decision? I mean, the guy came off neck surgery. Yeah, neck surgery? Yeah, that's right. Neck surgery. And you had to switch up your whole style of play. I mean, you went with the option form, right? Option version of play style. The option play style with Tim Tebow sometimes sneaking and then giving it to Willis McGahee. You were a run-first team, and you only passed occasionally. Well, now you switched it all the way up to Peyton Manning. And Peyton Manning is a pass-first quarterback. You never see Peyton Manning run out of the pocket and run. That can be useful if you have a quarterback that knows how to do that. But it's also good if you have a good passing quarterback, which is why Peyton Manning is one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. I was just going to touch on that subject because I found it an interesting subject. And I think it was a good decision, but I think it was an okay decision, but I don't think it was a great decision. Just because they had to change their whole style of play. They should have probably kept Tim Tebow. I mean, I don't like Tim Tebow. I think he's highly overrated. But Tim Tebow kind of solidated the offense there. He ran the ball. People say he had great throwing mechanics. I was like, no, Tim Tebow does not have great throwing mechanics. Have you seen him? Guy passed for what? Over 300 yards once, and that was against the Steelers in the playoffs, where their best safety wasn't allowed to play because he had some sort of disease or some sort of body issue that he couldn't be too high elevation. So, really, does it really matter that Tim Tebow beat them that time? No. In my opinion, I think he probably would have lost. That safety was there. But let's touch more on the Packers game. First off, the opening. Trent Dilfer raising that 12 flag, the 12th man flag. Classy act by the Seahawks, but I don't know. Do you think Dilfer deserved to put that out there? Even if you're a Seahawks fan, you know Trent Dilfer wasn't too good. But he's definitely better than me. because he was an NFL quarterback. And Aaron Rodgers didn't start off too hot. He would get sacked 7 times in the first 2 quarters. 7 times. Wait, no. Yeah, 7 times in the first half, only twice in the second, which was a conclusion of 9 total sacks in that game. That's crazy, right? Rodgers got absolutely killed and kind of got a massive elbow drop finishing move from the Seahawks. Yeah. Seahawks, all credit to them. Marshawn Lynch is an amazing running back. Russell Wilson will probably be good at some point, but they're not at that level yet. I think that Packers should have won that game, just out of sheer seriousness. That was a horrible call. Call it right next time. Please do. You're starting to annoy me, NFL. Get the replacement refs out of there. You know that we're all upset about that. That's the main issue in the NFL. You got those replacement refs in there, you're not going to help. Don't you understand? They're not going to help, like that touchback signal. No, it's not going to help. The people are just going to keep on complaining about it. The NFL fans are going to keep this Packers game in their head forever. Whenever they make a bad call, they think, oh, is the game on the line here? That's what they're going to think for these next few weeks and probably for the rest of the year. And it probably will happen again. They were saying, oh, the replacement refs probably won't cost anybody a game. They'll just miss some calls. Well, guess what? It happened. They canceled the game. They made the wrong call. So my question for you today, leave this in the comments section below on your opinions. What do you think the NFL should do about the replacement referees? Like me on Facebook. I'm going to put out a fan page at CGOMC23 and my personal page, Andrew Everson. And follow me on Twitter when my fan page comes out in about, a week. Thanks and goodbye.